Welcome guys to another World War Marvel. As you know, I'm your channel host Adam, and today I am back with another unboxing and review. Today we are going to continue unboxing and reviewing the package that Atomic Mass sent me for the early access and review models. And so we will be reviewing none other than CP08, Shuri and Okoye. So with that said, let's jump right into the box and let's see what the contents are inside. Alright guys, so here we are with Shuri and Okoye, CPO, or 08. So, super awesome. Again, you have your instruction manual for, or assembly guide for Shuri and Okoye. There are some tiny pieces that I just want to warn people about. I had a bit of an issue because I have fat, short, stubby fingers. This piece here, there's one for each side of the Panther gauntlets. It's tiny, and to get it properly in there, I just was struggling with my fingers and everything else. And if you dropped it, oh my goodness, you would not find that piece. The head, I think I put it on the right direction from looking at it, but it is another small piece as well. So just be cautious of those pieces. For Okoye, it really wasn't anything because like the arms line up and you just plug in the hands to the arms itself in that position. They weren't staying when I was gluing them, and so like I had a little bit of glue rub on the wrists and stuff like that, but besides that, it was fine. But yeah, it was just the tiny pieces that I just caution you on when you get your Okoye and Shuri, is just those like bottom jaws of the Panther gauntlets. And that head piece are really small, so be careful not to lose those. And again, I have stubby fingers, so it was hard for me at times to get them into place and keep them there and glue them without gluing myself to the main gauntlet itself. So with that said, let's look at these models. So let's look at Shuri itself. Might as well, we were just talking about her Panther gauntlets and stuff, so you can see like how small that, let's see if I can get in focus here. There you go, that little jaw section that you can see at the bottom, it gets plugged in there. And yeah, like I said, for me, it was just really hard. Let's see if I can get it. Really hard for my fat fingers. So yeah, but the model, cool pose. The detail's great on all these models. I enjoy them actually. So super good. But yeah, that's my Shuri. And then Okoye, yeah, super fun to paint. I actually really enjoyed painting Okoye, just with the richness of the red and the golds and yellows and stuff like that. I really did enjoy painting her. Again, didn't take super long. A lot of contrast paints and stuff like that. So, but yeah. So that is Okoye. So let's dive into her tokens, or their tokens and stuff like that. Nothing really super fancy on the token sheet. You just get more of the Wakanda affiliation tokens and then extra status tokens and such there. So nothing out of the ordinary. In this box, you are getting a total of 2 character stat cards, 2 team tactics cards, 10 tokens, 2 bases, which there's 4 bases. It's not actually 2 bases. There's 4 bases. So again, extra base is always good. And then 1 Shuri and Okoye miniature. So the tactics cards are advanced R&D. So it's an unaffiliated active card. A character may spend up to 5 power to play this card. Choose a number of allied characters equal to the power spent. Each chosen character gains 1 power. So this is really good in case, like, say, you have someone that has a ton of power, but you want to sort of share the wealth. That's what you do right there. So everybody can sort of gain a power. So some people are better at gaining power than others, such as like Red Skull can really start amping up the power with potentially damaging himself. Shuri can really get power coming, or getting good amounts of power quite quickly as well with some of her cards and that, which we'll show you here. Then we have Vibranium Shielding. So it is a constant superpower when you do use this. And so what happens is it's a Wakanda affiliation. It's an active tactics card. So Black Panther or Shuri may spend X power to play this card. X must be at least 1 and no more than 5. This round, this character and allied characters, while they're within range of X, so equal to the power spent, of this character, gain the invulnerable innate superpower. So X is equal to the amount of power spent to play this card. So you can go from range 1 to range 5 based off how much power they have and how much you're willing to do. So the innate superpower invulnerability allows you to do the following. When this character would suffer damage from an enemy effect, reduce the amount suffered by 1 to a minimum of 1. So it's basically like Iron Man's armor that he has, but it goes on everybody. So it's super awesome for that one round. So if you know there's going to be a bunch of damage coming your way, great card to play. So those are the 2 tactics cards from Shuri and Okoye's box. And then you have their character stack cards. Let's do Shuri first. So Shuri here, she has 5 stamina, movement medium, size 2, 3 threat. All her defenses are 3, so her first attack is an energy attack, is Panther Gauntlets. Range 5. Holy moly, range 5. She's going to sit back and just snipe everybody. 6 dice, and it costs 0 power to do. 6 dice sounds really good up until you read what the actual cards do. And it still is really good, but it's like not for damage output. So if this attack would deal 1 or more damage, it deals 1 damage instead. So no matter how much damage you actually get through or how many successes you get through, you're only ever dealing 1 damage. But after the attack is resolved, push the target character away short. So she's great at pushing people off objectives and like just manipulating that board control. After this attack resolved, the character also gains 1 power. So constant power right there. No matter what, it's always getting 1. Then Sonic Crush is their secondary attack. It's range 2, 7 dice of damage, costs 4 power to do. After this attack is resolved, the target character gains the stun special condition. Super good up against Hulk. Between stun and stagger, that's definitely how you want to take them out. So, which also has a stagger wild effect. So that is like a Hulk busting character right there. Superpowers, so she has a reactive superpower. Super Genius costs 1 power to do. So when this character is attacking, it may use the superpower during the calculate success step of the attack. If it does, it may choose to count the defense results, or blocks results, instead of hit results as successes. Next superpower is Upgrades. After another allied character within range 4 rolls attack or defense dice, this character may use this superpower. If it does, spend up to 3 power. For each power spent, this the allied attacking or defending character may reroll 1 of their dice. Technically, they could roll up to re-roll up to 3 of their defense or attack dice, which is really, really good. She is more of a support unit with that ability, I think, and with her attacks and stuff. She's, like I said, that board control and support is what she's really, really good. I don't see her taking the front lines by any means necessarily, or taking to the front lines by any means necessarily. Her last innate superpower is Head of Wakanda R&D. Whenever this character rolls the dice after the effect is resolved, it gains 1 power if it rolled at least 1 failure. So almost every dice roll, well, I can't say almost every, but you're going to get quite a bit of power from rolling failures. So between that and her base attack, she hopefully should get 3 power a turn. That's the hope with the amount of dice that she could be throwing out there. So yeah, so that's Shuri's card. There's no real changes on her stat card either. So yeah, so that's that. I'll show you Okoye next. Okoye! Here we go. So she has 4 stamina, movement medium, size 2, threat of 2. Her defenses are all 3. Her basic strike is range 2, 4 dice, 0 power costs. After this attack resolve, you gain power equal to the damage dealt, like almost every other strike. Then you have a Vibranium Spear Blast, range 4, 4 power, 0 cost. And then after this attack resolve, the character gains 1 power. And then you have Vibranium Spear Thrust, range 2, 5 dice of damage, and cost 4 power. It has Pierce on a wild, so change when the defending characters hits, crits, or wilds to a blank result. And then it has Flurry, so another wild effect, which after this attack is resolved, this character may make a strike attack. So, which is really, really good, because if you're in range 1, you're in range of the other. So hopefully you get a wild and you're able to get an extra attack in there. So that's super, super cool. And potentially, if you had 4 power, or 8 power, sorry, on her at one point, she might be able to get 4 attacks off, which is awesome in my opinion. So this 2-threat hero does have Bodyguards, so when another allied character within range 2 of this character is targeted by an attack, this character may use a superpower. This character becomes the target of the attack regardless of range and line of sight. It costs 2 power to do. Just like Captain America's. So that is pretty cool. I will definitely be parking her near important models to keep a cheap bodyguard around, is what I think I'll be doing with her. And then General of the Dora Milaje. This character may reroll 1 die in its attack or defense rolls. Always handy to get those rerolls in, because again, you can reroll from multiple effects, and so as you've seen if you watch my other reviews on Black Panther or even on Shuri, there are ways that you can get multiple rerolls when you're using these models. So the more rerolls, the better. Then you have Martial Artist. So when this character is defending against a physical or an energy attack, targeting it from within range 2, this character adds blanks to its defense rolls. So it gives her a little bit more survivability, seeing as how she only has 4 stamina. So yeah, that's Okoye, and I don't think she has many changes either on this side. So there you go. That's the other side. So guys, that's it for this review of CP08 Shuri and Okoye from Atomic Mass Games for Marvel Crisis Protocol. Hit up the like, subscribe, leave comments down below, and thank you again. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, ignite your hobby.